Jane Addams, 1860 to 1935, was born into a prominent family in Cedarville, Iowa, though 4 of her 7 siblings and her mother all died before Jane turned 8. Jane contracted tuberculosis of the spine at age 4, leading to a lifelong health problem with scoliosis and back pain. Jane grew up idolizing her father, John, who was a friend and supporter of Abraham Lincoln in his runs for first senator and later president. After completing her college certificate, Jane lost her father, but she used her sizable inheritance from him to move to Philadelphia and pursue a medical degree, though untimely health issues prevented her from completing it. Back in Cedarville, and going through back surgeries and depression, it took Jane a few years to determine her life's purpose. Finally, in 1889, she decided to follow her heart and open a settlement house, focusing on aiding those less fortunate, particularly women who were denied the same opportunities as men. Addams soon became famous for opening Hull House, which served as a home and training center for women, helping expand awareness, debate, social justice, education, art, and political awareness, and many of the women were trained and employed as social workers. Using a grassroots approach by forming community relationships and seeking local funding, Hull House soon became a nationwide prototype and the best-known settlement house in the nation, the primary purpose being, quote, to teach by example, to practice cooperation, and to practice social democracy, that is, egalitarian or democratic social relationships across class lines, end quote. In the 1910s, Addams used her influence to help launch a new political party, the Progressives, and she co-founded the ACLU in 1920. In 1931, she was the first woman to receive the Nobel Peace Prize, and she's considered the mother of the social work profession in the United States. Addams was against prostitution, for pacifism and prohibition, and was very involved in the women's equality movement internationally, serving on many committees. Addams had several long-term relationships with women, most notably Ellen Starr, who she co-founded Hull House with, and Mary Rosette Smith, with whom she lived for 40 years, until Mary died in 1934 of pneumonia. Jane and Mary considered themselves spouses, though they could not come forward publicly with their relationship. Jane died just 1 year after Mary.